My bad, my bad, my bad. Anyways, I wanted to talk about ativan. Um, this drug is evil, guys. Like, this drug is like evil, okay? This one right here. It's better just to take the tablet out so you guys can figure it out for yourself. Hold on. Anyways, here's the ativan. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. This stuff right here, the little pill here that you see, this little tablet. I know you can't see it. I don't think it's gonna adjust the numbers. Hold on. Let me use the other camera. Maybe it'll zoom in better. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna adjust the other camera. Hold on. Yep. Just give me a second. This is the medication that I'm gonna request that you guys never take, no matter what you do in your life. Don't take this medication unless you're having a seizure or something else. Do not take these pills. They will hurt you over time. Is this? Yo, I don't even think it can zoom. Bro, can it even adjust? These are 2 milligram lorazepam tablets. You see the 2? There's that 2. I know you can see that. I don't think you guys can read it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. It says EP 906. No, this is called lorazepam. These are the most evil tablets on this planet. Do not take these long term. Do not take these medications, please. For the love of the Lord, I am begging you guys, do not get yourself addicted to these medications physically, because they will literally ruin your life. This medication is evil. No, actually, ativan would make your coronavirus worse because there it is. Now, I think you guys can read that. Can you guys read that? Sorry, the iPad has terrible zoom. I don't know if you guys can read that. EP 906. Yeah, it's the iPhone or iPad. Sorry, I thought the iPad was supposed to have a really good camera on it. There it is. EP 906. That's what it says. So, I can't zoom out. Anyways, this is a very evil tablet. This little medication here can help you or kill you. There's no in between. This medication will either help you or kill you. And I don't recommend taking ativan. Did you guys know that ativan is the second strongest tranquilizer? Yeah, this is a dangerous medication. Anyways, this is a very dangerous medication. I don't recommend taking it long term. I recommend taking it short term. I don't recommend taking these medications because it'll kill you.
If you don't have
If you don't have. Remember, Dad, I've had seizures on this medication?
Say again?
Remember, I've had seizures on this medication because I didn't take it?
It's terrible.
Remember, I was on the floor almost dead?
Yes.
All because I didn't take a fucking pill. And and was I ever prone to... Yeah, I'm live right now. They're hearing you. But what... Did I ever have seizures before?
No.
So I only had seizures when I withdrew.
Correct.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most evil, what would you rate ativan for withdrawing? On the evil scale.
No, give it an 8.
An 8? Yeah, that's about right. Definitely an 8. And you know what's sad, Dad, is that this medication works for millions of people, and is the only medication that works for people sometimes. But it's also one of the most addictive substances on the planet too.
That's weird.
It's I know. Why does you know what's funny is why is everything that works always bad for you? Like Like, I'll give you an example. You get in a car, I get in a car accident at 30 miles an hour, I break my hip, or I break my bones, or whatever. Guess what they're going to give me in the hospital?
What?
Hydrocodone, which I've never taken but once, and I didn't like it. Very
Oh,
strong.
yeah.
You know the very strong narcotic painkillers?
Yes, yes.
They work wonders.
They are beautiful.
And you guess what? They're going to be addictive. Why is it that everything that works on me is bad? Love it too. But anyways, guys, the point of this video is don't take Ativan, don't take Xanax, don't take Valium, don't take Klonopin. Listen to your doctor. If you've already been taking them, please, I'm begging you, please try to get off of them slowly, very slowly, over a course of years. Syria. Syria. Oh boy. Sasp, you're from Syria. Hi there. Yes. Oh, Edward Machka. Is that an American name? The point I'm trying to say is, if you guys listen to me and listen to me carefully, weed is fine. Marijuana is fine. If you're in a legal state with the marijuana, smoke it all you want. I know that YouTube is based in California, so if I was in California right now, I would say smoke it up. I'm in Texas, so I can't legally say smoke it up, but I do recommend it if you're in California. I can say that legally. I've looked at the laws and bylaws. I recommend that you guys don't take Ativan, Xanax. You know, if you're taking it occasionally for an anxiety attack, okay. But long term, it'll mess you up. It'll mess your eyes up. Let me explain all the permanent side effects that I've experienced since taking the lorazepam. Let me explain. I have developed cataracts in my eyes at an early age. Yes. I have developed what's called ghosting images. I never had this problem way before childhood. I never had this problem in childhood. I never had this problem as a teenager. Now I have what's called ghosting images. When I look to my left and look to my right in bright light, I'm okay. In the dark, I will see this image and it'll appear again in my vision. That's not normal. Another side effect, the permanent side effect of lorazepam is nystagmus. If I was to bring out a black bar and move it to the left to the right, you would see I would have abnormal nystagmus. I have developed nystagmus after a mini stroke. Another permanent side effect that I've experienced, which is annoying, is dizziness and sometimes vertigo attacks. The Ativan seems to help with that. Another condition I think that I've developed over the years is multiple sclerosis. And I think I'm developing either Parkinson's. I don't know if I am, but I am starting to get those tremors action. But I don't know if that was just because I'm withdrawing from the lorazepam or what. But it also impairs your cognitive ability to take. And I just don't recommend these medications long term. Maybe at a very low dosage long term. But guys, getting off of this medication is evil. Like, you guys don't even understand the evilness. Like, when I stopped taking this medication, I could die. Just stop taking this medication and I could die. You could have a grand mal seizure. You could even have a heart attack. And some people have had heart attacks coming off these. You could have a very bad movement disorder. It's called akathisia or something like that. It's a very severe, debilitating, rigid, stiff muscles. It's unbelievably stiff. That's what she said. And it's a debilitating, constant, terrible disease. And I don't recommend taking benzodiazepines unless you need them right now. Like right now, let's say you're fine 1 minute, and the next minute you're having like a 200 beats per minute panic attack. Your blood pressure's high, your pulse is high. You go to the ER room, they don't know what's going on with you, and you tell them your history, you tell them you don't really have heart issues. They do some blood tests, the blood tests come back okay. They're going to shoot you with some benzodiazepines, most likely, especially If you've never been to the ER room before, do they give you benzos? They might give you Vistral, they might give you Benadryl, they might give you a Xanax, they might give you Valium, or they might inject you with a small dose of ativan, because ativan is a extremely potent benzodiazepine. I don't recommend taking these medications long term. I recognize my mistake. So technically for me, I'm down to 3 milligrams a day. I used to be at 5 milligrams, but now that I'm down to 3, I've been weaning myself off over slowly. Because every time I wean myself off fast, I could die, seizures, your anxiety attacks. Just the amount of anxiety is like a billion times worse than before I had Ativan, before I took benzodiazepines. So I've been taking them for so many years. They've pretty much destroyed my brain from functioning normally. I don't recommend taking them. I hate taking it, but when I take the medication, I feel completely calm. I can get things done. I can go eat. You know what's funny is when I stop taking this medication, I actually start to not eat. Like, I literally will lose my appetite. I will not have any food for days. There might be days where I eat like 1 meal in 3 days. I'm serious. And I have no appetite, nor do I feel hungry. But as soon as I take this medication, all of a sudden, the anxiety, the stress that I feel just disappears. And I'm like, I'm going to go get something to eat. Or I'm going to go drive somewhere or something. Like today, when I took the normal amount of Ativan that I used to take, I was able to go chase a thunderstorm and I had no side effects. I felt great. We chased the thunderstorm. I talked to my audience. We chased a few lightning strikes. I kind of got bored. I wanted to go home. And I just stopped the live stream. And I was fine. I wish I had this medication when I was with the hurricane. Because if I would have had this medication when the hurricane was coming, I would have stayed in that hotel room and we would have rolled it out at the hotel room. I heard that where the hotel was, they were getting like, I don't know, the gusts were like 85 miles per hour or 84 miles per hour, something like that. It was really bad in that area where I was at, where the eye wall hit. It was really nasty. But in general, guys, don't take the medication long term. I don't recommend it. And if you need it, take it. But if you don't take it, guys. I don't recommend that you take it. Because it's bad. It's real bad. And this isn't a joke. It's not a joke. Don't take these medications. Don't take benzodiazepines if you don't have to. Please. And if you have to, take them temporarily, maybe a couple of months, slowly wean yourself off. But do not take these medications long term, because when you get off of this medication, first, this is what's going to happen. If you're in the United States, you're going to look like a drug addict. You're going to be seeking. You're going to look like a drug addict. You're going to go to a doctor. I need Ativan. I need Xanax. I need Valium. And then what's going to happen is buy their SASP. And then what's going to happen is the doctor is going to say this. I'm not going to prescribe those to you. And some of the doctors that don't really want to prescribe benzos they don't really want to prescribe them because they know they're addictive. So you might have to shop around for doctors, literally, to find a doctor. But if you do find a doctor that does prescribe you the medication, please only take the lowest amount of dosing. Don't take 5,000 milligrams of Ativan a day, 700,000 milligrams of Xanax. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Do not take these medications long term because they do bind to your GABA receptors in your brain, which controls your emotions. It controls the level of alertness, your anxiety, fear. It controls a lot of shit. And the Ativan binds to those receptors and calms that fear down. Now, I have heard rumors, I don't know if these are facts, but I've heard rumors that astronauts have Ativan on the space station, but I cannot confirm that. Yeah, benzodiazepines are a prison. They are a prison. You're right. They are kind of like a prison. But what I'm saying is, I've heard that astronauts actually have Ativan, Xanax, Valium, and Klonopin on board the space shuttle. But I'm not 100% sure of this medically. But I'm pretty sure they have that on the board because you never know if somebody's gonna have a mental breakdown on the space station. You never know. I mean, I mean, they do test these astronauts pretty well, but you never fucking know. I will try to find that out. You know what, guys? I could go to the center in Houston, Texas, to find that out. Because I know they have a command center in Houston, Texas. I mean, I could go there. It's only 200 miles from here. I could go to Houston and find out. But I'll find out if they do take if they have those for emergencies on the space station. I'm pretty sure they do. 15 years on the Xanax? Do you know how powerful Xanax is, bro? 0.5 milligrams of Xanax, bro, is like 10 milligrams of Valium. So 1 milligram of Xanax is like 20 milligrams of Valium. Holy shit. But Ativan is the second most potent benzodiazepine other than Xanax. No, Klonopin is. No, Klonopin is. Klonopin is. 3 milligrams. So you take a. Do you take a Xanax bar? Dude, you're on a very high dose, bro. That's more than Ativan, like 5 milligrams. I think that's the equivalent. I'd have to look at the action manual. Dude. 1 milligram. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. What color are your Xanax bars? Because that's literally how they make Xanax. They actually make Xanax out of bars. It's a weird medication. What's the half-life of Xanax? Isn't it like 6 hours or something? Blue bars. Sandoz. Oh my god, dude. Sandoz is a good brand of Xanax. I'm surprised they still make the Sandoz brand of Ativan. Because they have a medication here that's a generic in Texas. We only have 2 brands mainly. One is Watson Pharmaceuticals that makes generic Ativan, and then another one is Leading Pharmaceuticals, which makes generic Ativan. And the one that I like personally, and the Ativan that helped me in California, that kept me calm and cool and collected, and I never had any side effects, was the Sandoz version of Ativan. I don't know if Sandoz made it. No, it was Mylan. Dude, Greenstone Ativan is the best, bro. Bro, when I was in California and I had Greenstone Ativan, bro, that shit works really good. Sandoz is the best. I think Sandoz Pharmaceuticals makes the best generic Ativan. I had never had side effects, and it felt like it was like Ativan, like you were purchasing it directly from the manufacturer. Ativan, there was no side effects, nothing. It was just pure bliss. And I think depending on the generic of the Ativan, it might make you sick. I'll give you an example. Me and Watson Ativan don't mix. I cannot take it, so I don't go to Walgreens. Can't take the Watson Ativan. I can't take it. It doesn't help with anxiety. It sucks badly. It's a terrible fucking generic for benzodiazepines. I hate their brand. I don't like what who they are or what their company is. Watson Ativan is the worst Ativan ever. Greenstone Ativan, Sandoz, and Mylan. The best Ativan that I ever had was Mylan Ativan. That was the cream of the crop Ativan. Now, unfortunately, they don't make Mylan Ativan anymore. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure. Greenstone and Mylan were the best Ativan producers. When I was in California, it was always Mylan, and it was the best Ativan. And I remember I would only have to take like half a milligram of it, and I would be good. I didn't have to take all this Ativan I do now. It's because these generic companies don't put 100% bioavailability in the lorazepam like Mylan did. Mylan used a 100% bioavailability or something like that, like 90. Watson is a terrible Ativan. Don't take it. It just creates side effects after side effects after side effects. Watson Ativan is terrible. It sucks. Oh my god, dude. Sandoz Ativan was the best. The generic Ativan was the best. In California, when I was taking the Sandoz generic Ativan, I never had any issues of anything. I never had any side effects. It lasted a very long time in my body. I was as calm as a cucumber. I mean, shit, I was as calm as a jelly belly. I was calm, like, dude. Sandoz and Greenstone Ativan are the best. Leading Pharmaceuticals is not the best, but it's 100 million times better than Watson Ativan. I hate Watson. You want to scratch my beard? I don't want to scratch my beard, bro. I've been tapering for 1.5 years. Bro. That's creepy. You want to scratch my beard. That's some creepy stuff, but okay. Anyways, like I said, don't take Watson Ativan. If you're taking Watson Ativan and you're not having a really good time with that Ativan, or you don't think it's working, it's because it's the Watson Ativan. I promise you. Switch to Leading Pharmaceuticals, or switch. Let me actually let me do this on the live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and call different pharmacies, 24-hour pharmacies, and ask them what brand of the generic it is. All right, guys, we're calling the 24-hour CVS pharmacy in.
Gracias por llamar a CVS Pharmacy y más, abierto las 24 horas, situado en. Si usted es un proveedor de servicios médicos. Si está llamando para la farmacia, si está llamando para. Si desea comunicarse con la farmacia, marque 1. De lo contrario, marque 2. Un momento mientras se transfiero con alguien que pueda ayudarle. La prueba de COVID-19, sin costo y con el servicio desde el auto, está disponible en algunas farmacias de CVS. Visite el sitio. Un momento mientras se comunico.
I didn't know that this was going to go straight to Spanish. I don't understand Spanish, but I understand keywords of Spanish. I'm very weird. I don't understand Spanish, but I can kind of understand what the lady's saying by putting a few words together. If they even answer. Let's see if they even answer at 2 o'clock in the morning. They might be busy because of the hurricane. They don't have very good reviews. Alright, they don't answer. Let's call another one.
Thank you for calling your 24-hour CVS pharmacy. If you are a healthcare provider. Okay, one moment while I transfer you to the pharmacy for assistance. No cost drive-through COVID-19 testing.
It's either Watson or Leading
at select
Pharmaceuticals.
CVS pharmacy locations. Go to cvs.com to schedule an appointment.
I'm on the phone. What?
You see my batteries in red or green?
Red. Hello? Hello? I'm on the phone, Dad. Hello? Yes, hi. Let me ask you a question. What is the manufacturer name of your generic lorazepam? 2 milligram tablets?
What's that?
What is the generic, the manufacturer's name of the generic lorazepam 2 milligram tablets? Is it Leading Pharmaceuticals or is it Watson? Leading Pharmaceuticals?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, guys, just confirmed. Florida is Leading Pharmaceuticals. Confirmed. Let's try New York City. I bet you it's Watson, but I'm not it's either Leading or Watson. I guarantee it. Let me see. CVS Pharmacy, New York, New York. Oh, they got bad reviews. That should be a good sign that they're not going to answer their phone.
Thank you for calling your 24-hour CVS. If you are a healthcare provider, in a few words, please tell me what you... Okay, sorry. Which is the... Did you... Sorry. Well, I transfer you to the pharmacy for assistance. No-cost drive-through COVID-19 testing is available at select CVS pharmacy locations. Go to cvs.com to schedule an appointment.
I'm going to try a 24-hour CVS in the middle of nowhere. Like the most remote city I could think of. Let's see what they have. I'm trying to see if there's different generics depending on what side of the country you're on, but I cannot figure this out.
Hi, this is the pharmacist. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. What is the manufacturer name of your generic lorazepam 2 milligram tablets? Is it Leading Pharmaceuticals? Is it Watson?
What's the milligram?
2 milligram tablets.
Okay, let me check for it.
Who is this Leading Pharmaceuticals anyway? Are they? No.
Well, we have activists. It's activists.
Ah, thank you. Ah, activists. Ah, activist sucks. Oh, activist ativan just sucks, bro. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, this is bad. That's just. Ugh. Oh, bro, activist ativan sucks, bro. Who owns Activist? I know Activist is in New Jersey. Activist. Who owns Activist Pharma? Who bought Activist Pharmaceuticals? Allegren? Teva, Teva. Teva Pharmaceuticals acquired Activist. Yeah, Activist ativan sucks, bro. Ugh. I hated that drug so bad. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna try, guys, we are going to try, oh, bro, Activist has their, like, headquarters in New Jersey, and they suck. Oh my god, Activist ativan? Activist Pharmaceuticals, New Jersey. You see? There's a pharmaceutical company there. You see that shit right there? Yeah, that's the reason why there's Activists in New York. It's because they have all their pharmaceuticals. They also have another pharmaceutical company. Teva is at Parsippany, New Jersey. Ugh. Oh, bro, they suck. Oh, thank God we don't have them there. Leading Pharmaceuticals. They got bad reviews too, but they're still better. Fairfield, New Jersey, of course. See, Leading Pharmaceuticals is also in New Jersey. Leading Pharmaceuticals, LLC. they make ativan, so they suck too, but they're still better than Activist. What's another? The Northeast is covered by Activist. Let me try a remote big city. Salt Lake City, Utah. CVS, Salt Lake City, Utah. Ooh, they always have one. Every major city has at least one. San Antonio, I think, only has one. Yeah, I think they only have one.
Thank you for calling your 24-hour CVS pharmacy.
Showing you the different generics depending on the country, part of the country.
Okay, the pharmacy. One moment while I transfer you to the pharmacy for assistance. Get free delivery of prescriptions and more from CVS. Visit us online or talk to your pharmacist to learn more. Restrictions apply.
Are they gonna play the stupid music? I hate CVS pharmacy music. They're just the worst. You can't look it up. You can't look it up. It just depends on the pharmacy. I hate Activists. I don't like
If you need
Activists.
to refill or transfer prescriptions,
I also don't like
or
Watson.
want prescription delivery, you can do that and more on CVS.com or the CVS Pharmacy app. Thank you for your patience. Someone will assist you momentarily.
I really like the iPhone. The iPhone really is an amazing device. It's amazing. I'm trying a small town in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what happens. Oh no, it's actually a big city, but you get the point. Oh, I know who to call. I know who to call. CVS, Honolulu, Hawaii. I mean, iPhones are pretty good when it comes. Long's drugs? What the fuck is a Long's drugs? I'm kind of curious at this point now. I'm actually kind of curious at this point. Never heard of it.
Thank you for calling Long's Drug, located at 2155 Kalakaua Avenue, Honolulu, Hawaii. If you are a healthcare provider or calling from a doctor's office, press 2 now.
I think Long's is CVS.
Okay,
It's very
prescriber
similar.
options. Sorry, the pharmacy. Unfortunately, our pharmacy is currently closed.
Okay, 24-hour pharmacy. Let's see. 24-hour. I love Honolulu. I've been there. It's actually a really... Dude, Hawaii made me rethink my life in a way. Let me explain. I was very depressed until I went to Hawaii. Then I got bear hugged by a gigantic Polynesian guy. And ever since I got bear hugged by the guy, I've been a lot better with that. I'm not like I used to be. 24-hour pharmacy. 24-hour pharmacy. They don't have CVS there. I don't remember seeing CVS either. I think Long's is CVS, but I'm not 100% sure. Because they sound like CVS. It's the way it sounds like it. Oh, dude, Hawaii is the most exotic place on this planet, man. There's nothing like Hawaii. What I've seen in Hawaii, there's nothing. I mean, yeah, there's violence, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, no, that's what it is. It's Walgreens. Long's Drugs, I think, is Walgreens. They have a similar sign as Walgreens. Yeah, Hawaii's, you know, it's still a beautiful place regardless. Like, let me just type in CVS Pharmacy, Honolulu. They only have Long's Drug. Oh, no, they have one. They got two. They got three. But they're all closed. They only got Long's Drugs. Okay, let's try this one. 35%
Thank you for
unattended.
calling Long's
Damn.
Drug, located at 2155 Cal... Okay, prescriber options. Sorry,
The pharmacies are closed in Hawaii right now. Let's try a really far place. Let's see what they... I'm just curious. Pharmacy near Toronto. They don't have 24-hour pharmacies in Canada? Nope. They don't have a 24-hour pharmacy in Toronto. Not one. They don't have one pharmacy open in Toronto at this time. Wow, that's a big place too. Look at that. There's not one. Okay. Guys, there's not one open pharmacy in Toronto. Okay, let me try. I can't think of any other place to go to. CVS Pharmacy, Anchorage, Alaska? I don't, nope, they only got 2 of them. And they're closed. 24-hour pharmacy, Anchorage. Fuck.
Hi, thanks for calling Walgreens at the northwest corner of Northern Lights Boulevard and New Seward Highway in Anchorage. Para continuar en español, oprima 9. Now, how can I help you today?
Pharmacy.
Okay, if you're a provider, like a doctor, a nurse practitioner, or a physician's assistant, just press the pound key. Okay, here's the prescriber menu. Just wait. Okay, I'm connecting you to someone who can help. Please remain on the line to speak with a member of our staff.
I bet you it's Watson. Watson or Activist. I can't think of any others. I would be shocked if they had leading pharmaceuticals. But now I'm kind of curious.
Is this the pharmacy? Can I help you?
Yes, hi. What is the manufacturer of your generic lorazepam 2 milligram tablets?
For what street?
2 milligram tablets?
2 milligrams? Right now, I want to say we're using leading. But let me run back here and I'll take a look. Hold on 1 second.
It's either leading or Watson, probably. Leading up to... Okay. I'll take the leading. I like leading. Because leading's a lot better than Watson. A million times better, bro. So they have leading pharmaceuticals in Anchorage. Huh.
Currently, the 2 milligrams is leading as the manufacturer that we're using.
Leading pharmaceuticals?
Pharmacist.
No. The manufacturer's name is Leading Pharmaceuticals, right? LLC?
Correct.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you. Okay, so in Texas, the generic for lorazepam is, at most, Walgreens will be Watson Pharmaceuticals. In Anchorage, Alaska, it'll be Leading Pharmaceuticals. So probably Fairbanks, too. So depending on the state is depending on which manufacturer they choose. And Leading Pharmaceuticals is 1 billion times better than the Watson ativan that you get, or Activist. Activist sucks and so does Watson. Okay. Well, I hope this was informative to you guys. Las Vegas. I wouldn't trust Las Vegas with a stick. I wouldn't trust LV for nothing. Let me see. Let me get my ring, but I don't trust Las Vegas. Let's see. I would either say leading or I would say Watson or Activist. CVS Pharmacy near Las Vegas. "24-hour pharmacy near Las Vegas." Mm-hmm. I just use Google Maps, Uncle Drew.
Thank you for calling your 24-hour CVS pharmacy located at 4411 East Bonanza Road, corner of Northland Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada. Para Español, marque siete. If you are a healthcare provider or calling from a doctor's office, press 2 now. In a few words, let's try this. Sorry. One moment while I transfer you to the pharmacy for assistance. No-cost drive-through COVID-19 testing is available at select CVS pharmacy locations. Go to cvs.com to schedule an appointment.
Oh God, don't play that crappy ass music. I hate CVS hold music, bro. Why is their name CVS, Consumer Value? The dumbest shit I've ever heard. Consumer Value Store. Let's see what Las Vegas says. So, Anchorage is leading pharmaceuticals. New York is activists. Of course it would be. Miami is... I forgot. What was Miami? I forgot. I think it was leading... Was it Watson? No. I really, really, really hate CVS hold music.
If you need to refill or transfer prescriptions or want prescription delivery, you can do that and more on cvs.com or the CVS Pharmacy app. Thank you for your patience. Someone will assist you momentarily.
Of course, Las Vegas wouldn't answer their fucking phone. But of course, Las Vegas doesn't answer their phone. Fucking idiots, bro.
If you need to refill or transfer prescriptions or want prescription delivery, you can do that and more on cvs.com or the CVS Pharmacy app. Thank you.
Come on. Yeah, I'm trying to find out if your manufacturer for generic lorazepam 2 milligram tablets are leading pharmaceuticals or Watson.
One moment.
What do you watch?
I'm on the phone.
Is it hold?
Yeah, I'm on hold.
So we don't have it in stock, but when we usually do get it in stock, it's the leading brand.
Thank you. How the hell do they not have stock of lorazepam? I'm talking to my live stream, Dad.
I don't know.
Anyways, guys, alright, so we found out that they don't have the medication in stock because they're assholes in Las Vegas. So if you ever need lorazepam, you are not going to get the full supply in Las Vegas for some. There must be a fuckload of people on ativan if they don't have it in stock. Anyways, Uncle Drew, are you still here? So, don't expect to get lorazepam in Las Vegas. That's one city you don't want to go to then. Clark County, Nevada is leaning liberal. In Clark County, 52% of the people voted Democrat, 41% Republican. Okay. So it's more liberal than conservative. Las Vegas, Nevada is somewhat liberal. So what about San Antonio? I think it's, I know San Antonio is very democratic. Let's see. San Antonio's liberal. San Antonio, Texas, based on reviews, bad reviews, 13.3% unemployment rate, $50,000 a year. Comfort index, climate is 7 out of 10. People stats, politics and voting. San Antonio is somewhat liberal. Bexar County, Texas is leaning liberal. San Antonio, New Braunfels area is leaning liberal. Texas is somewhat conservative. Vote word, San Antonio, Texas, RRDDD. What the hell does that mean? Bexar County, Texas is more leaning liberal. 53% 7 Democrat, 48% Republican. No, 53%. Wow, it's tie actually. 48.2% Democrat, 46.3% Republican. Close enough. It's even. Percent Democrat is mainly Castle Hills. That's a different city though. They got bad reviews for San Antonio for some reason. I have lived north of San Antonio suburbs my whole life. We grew up pretty poor, but I like San Antonio. That was 10 years ago. Now there is only traffic congestion everywhere with more cookie-cutter houses. The open spaces and hills are being turned into desolate wastelands by developers. The bottom line is there is not much room here for more cars or people. Not only that, but the city used to be more Republican, but most of them have fled to the far northern outskirts. My family, one of them, I remember the city being so much better when there was less people here. Thanks, out-of-staters and transplant, for destroying my family home of 4 generations. Don't move here, it's not worth it. This whole region is too populated. I hate to be negative, but it is the truth. I grew up in Colorado, lived in West Coast, San Diego for 15 years, and on the East Coast, Virginia Beach 15 years, also Washington, D.C. As a whole, SA has become overwhelmed. The urban sprawl and traffic is out of control, and the infrastructure never kept up. Pros: the most economical location you can live in the U.S. Quarter mil, gallon of gases, housing, everything is cheaper except 2 items. Auto insurance and property taxes. A very military-friendly city, tax-friendly for retirees. Very little regulations and oversight such as building restrictions and HOAs. Do not have to worry about snow or ice. Cons: the biggest downside is the amount of people, and the projected growth equals just overwhelmed. Currently the 7th most populous city in the United States, with population expecting to double in the next 20 years. The urban spread is some of the worst of anywhere I've ever lived or traveled. And there's 5-star, 5-star, 3-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. Pretty racist place. I've lived here for most of my life, and the Hispanic population is pretty racist toward blacks. Why? I have no idea, but they have a saying they tell their kids. You can blank in the blank, blank in the blank. That's kind of fucked up. And you can blank, blank, no blank, blank. God damn, bro. Holy fucking racist, bro. Nah, I don't like these comments. I don't like this. Thank you, guys.